Hey, hey, hey. I know I'm early. Can you guys hear me? Can you all hear me? Oh, hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
I'm trying to invite more people on. So let's see. Trying to send the messages out. Trying to send some reminders. It's 8 o'clock. How many of us on here? 4. Okay. Okay, I just posted it in various places to remind everybody to come on board. So we're up to 5 people now. Let's see who we have. Hello, guys. It is 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock tonight. We have a total of 5 of us on. Yay. Hopefully those numbers will grow. I hope you guys are doing okay and so happy you guys are here. Kathy put this together, so Kathy's amazing. I'm not really sure if it will be recorded. That's what I don't know. Had some people to ask that question. There's 7 of us on now. So say hi, guys, as you come on board. Say hi in person or say hi in the chat so we can know you're here. Okay, let me give it just a few more minutes. Just a few more minutes. Looks like we got 7. I need to message Courtney and let me see if I can message Courtney. And Miss Wales. Let me see. Are they on? I can't tell. We'll get better at this. This is our first. I hear some people chiming in. Say hi when you come in, guys. Say hello. Courtney just joined. Yay, Courtney's just joined. Trying to grab more leaders. Hey,
Hello.
Courtney. Just trying to notify everybody because right now we have 10 people on. It's growing. It's gonna get better, guys. It's gonna get better as we do this. This is our first time. Like, we have to start somewhere.
Yes.
I just messaged a lot of us in the chats in that group to remind everybody, because I know sometimes you just don't remember these things. We'll do better at getting the word out next time. So we want to be respectful of your time. It is now 8:03, so we just gonna wing this thing. What you think, Courtney?
Yeah, let's go around.
So first of all, guys, just make sure you guys are muted, and you could totally unmute when look like it is being recorded. Okay, Kathy set this up, guys. So Kathy's amazing. She set this up for us. So welcome, guys, to our first kind of connection. We learned that first of all, make sure you guys mute yourself, unmute when you want to say something, use the chat, and somebody can monitor the chat. That'll be great, so we can keep up with any questions that show up there. First of all, let me tell you guys who I am. So I'm just all over the place. I am Debbie Fitz-Palmer. Some of you guys know me as DPP, and I am you guys Superstar Director. And I can recall, and we have other leaders here. I know we have Courtney here. Who else we have as a leader? Courtney's our star director. Any more leaders here?
I think Kim is on.
I'm not part of your team, but I'm here.
Hey, Kim, you are family, girl.
You're our family. Boot Camp 46.
I love how you guys do that. So I can recall during the pandemic, we used to do these. We had the best time. We would meet up maybe once a week or so, and we would be on this Zoom for like hours. And I can recall things being so great during that time. Numbers were up. We were our PRB was high. We were recruiting like crazy. We had lots of conversations because we were bouncing ideas off of one another. So it was Courtney's idea. I think this was it your idea, Courtney, to start doing this again to make these connections. I think it was Courtney's idea. What's your idea?
No,
Uh,
you had mentioned it to me. I think Rachel Pitts had started something
yeah,
and you
but
had
you know,
mentioned it to me and I was like, yeah, let's do it.
I was such a scatterbrain. I didn't know where it came from. So I just thought
I
it
mean,
was a
I
good
would have
idea.
loved
Like,
to take credit. I would have loved to, but it was not my idea.
yeah, that's right. It was Rachel. I knew it came from somebody else. It wasn't me originally, but I thought, whoa, that'd be a good idea because we find that so many people don't know each other. So this way we can kind of put a face with the name and then we can bounce around ideas. Because this is kind of so not formal because we do a lot of training where one person is speaking, but this way you get to give your feedback, your concerns and things like that. That's what this is all about. This platform is like one of those free wheel type of platform where you guys can ask away. So today I think what would be a great place to start is to introduce ourselves. I think that would be a great place to start. So I'll start with telling you guys when I joined Cincy. I started Cincy December 23rd, 2009. I've been with Cincy for 13 years and I worked a full-time job up until last year alongside of Cincy. Now I'm full-time Cincy. I'm married. I have 2 kids. I have 4 grandkids, 2 granddogs. I am a caregiver to my mom, to my brother, and my nephew. So my plate has always been full, but I always make it work because I love Cincy and I love you guys. So that's what that's what keeps me grounded. So Courtney, can you introduce yourself, sweetheart?
Okay, yes. So I'm Courtney. For those of you who have never seen or heard me before, I'm a star director in Middle Tennessee, and I am Debbie's front line. I joined in 2017. My story could go on forever, but I joined in 2017 to help pay for some wedding expenses and quickly learned that this is where I was supposed to be. It just gives me goosebumps, even just thinking about that. So I am a mom, a sister, and a wife. I have 3 dogs. I love tacos. I love being outdoors, and traveling is my passion. And so is Disney, anything Disney. The biggest Disney nerd ever. Anything else? I think I covered it.
That was amazing, Courtney.
Hey guys, make sure you are muted. So that way there's no feedback going on. When you hop on, just make sure you mute yourself. If you don't know how to, it should be the left-hand bottom corner. It'll have a little microphone icon.
Yes. So who's next? Who can we hear from next? Guys, don't be shy. We're all family here. Unmute yourself. You have to unmute
Hi,
yourself.
I'm Nancy Anderson. I've been in since November of 2010. I've been a director, lost a lot of people. Now I'm superstar consultant again, working back to director. I love Cincy. I love Debbie. I remember she was up here in Albuquerque for her son's surgery and she went to Spring Sprint with us. Well, now it's World Tour, but back then it was Spring Sprint. And I'm excited to be here.
Yay, Nancy. I know you were here, girl. Yeah, Nancy lives in Albuquerque where my son lives. I forgot about that spring sprint that I went to with you
I'm
guys.
actually
Thank you.
Farmington. I'm actually in Farmington.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. You sure are.
Yes, Farmington, New Mexico.
Hope to see you at SFR.
I'm trying. Things came up and I might not get to make it this year. Don't
Oh,
know for
no.
sure yet, but well, soon. My son's trial from when he was hit by a semi in Texas, they're moving the date up to either the second week in July or the third week. So
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
just have
Praying
to
for you.
wait and see.
Yeah, prayers
Okay.
for sure coming your
Yes,
way.
thank you.
That's
Yeah,
tough.
praying. Yeah, thank you for sharing that with us. But yeah, we're praying for you and your family. And
Thank you.
who else can we hear from?
Kimberly, I'm passing it to you, girl.
Girl, you're passing the torch. I don't know what I'm supposed to say.
Your name.
What are we sharing?
Yeah, just who you are, when you joined Cincy, and just a little brief about you and what you got going on in life and business, kiddos. You got a whole farm out there, so
I got the whole farm shebang. So my name's Kimberly Nation. I'm a director out of North Carolina. I did not sign up to sell. I literally just got the $20 kit and just wanted the mini warmer and the free bar of wax. I had no intention of selling. I was the girl that didn't get any orders for 8 months. I sat at 0 for 8 months. I was trying to plan a wedding and try to get married all at the same time. I saw the thing about World Tour in 2020, about that, and I wasn't sure what it was. Again, because I wasn't really in Cincy at the time. I was just using it, but I already had stash at the house because again, I was sitting at 0, so I didn't even make any personal purchases myself. Anyways, I used my credit card, bought my ticket to World Tour for Raleigh, North Carolina, went to Raleigh, and I literally came out of there on bells and whistles, and I was just a fire lit in me. And I went from essential to lead that same month in February after Heidi and Orville decided to peep in and surprise us. They weren't supposed to come to Raleigh, but they ended up coming. So I was like, oh, well, who's that? Everyone's like running and going crazy over these two people. Let me just go down the escalator and see who they are. And then it was just that. And then the next month in March, I triple promoted or not triple, I went from lead to superstar. And so then I promoted to director within that 6-month period after attending World Tour. And I've been paid a title ever since. And other than that, I'm just addicted to Cincy. I'm a hustler. I hustle every day. I'm always on power hours. I don't really do a lot of trainings, but I'm always on power hour, always keeping my girls accountable, always trying to give them ideas on what to post. And that's pretty much it. I had 5 dogs. I just got a 6th one. Got 2 goats. I got 2 kids. And my son just aged to the point where he could go on Cincy trips. So him and my daughter were arguing, and he said that it's my turn. So he went on the last incentive trip with me just last month, and he had a freaking ball. And he says, I will go on another one. But that's just a little story about me. I'm sitting in the dark. So y'all really can't really see me.
I just want to put in for Kim, y'all. When she says she's a hustler, she is not lying. Like along with Debbie as well, but Kim really every day she's on her social medias. She's on that power hour with her team. She invites other people that want to learn and just get involved. And hat is off because even though I have a title that is higher than director, Kim, she puts me to shame as far as leadership goes, and she inspires me every day.
Oh, and I'm also a nurse. So I also work as a nurse. So I wear lots of hats. I have no time for excuses. I just have time to make dreams come true. That is all.
Oh yes, Kim is amazing. I see her pop up everywhere, everywhere. she is I mean, a mastermind when it comes to recruiting because she share all the time. So I have to say kudos to you, girlfriend. I'm so happy you're joining us. Um, so who is next?
Hi, everybody. I'm Angela from Birmingham.
Hi, Angela.
How are you guys today? So I'm Angela Smith. I started Scentsy in August of 2020. My second year, I earned annual sales. I was super excited about that. I missed it this year, about $5,000. I was super upset, but I am pressing to do it again for next year. And I am a superstar consultant working on becoming a director. I am pressing towards that. I believe in giving more than I take. I've been married 42 years. I have 2 kids and 6 grandkids, and I'm just loving this business.
Oh wow, all the hustles right here, right here. 42 years being married, that is like everything.
Goals, baby, goals. One day. I got 6 under my belt, so I've got a little longer to go. But
That's amazing. I've watched now. Angela has the same mojo that Kimberly has. That's amazing. Okay, who's next? Thank you, Angela, for that. Who's next, guys?
I'm gonna call out Renee. She probably knew I was gonna do that. So Renee, you're up, girlfriend.
She must have to unmute herself.
Do you see a microphone, girl? No. When you see your screen, is it on the one speaker or do you see everyone that's here, all of their images? Everyone? Okay, so click on your screen anywhere and see if icons don't pop up that are like a microphone, a video camera, little people, chat block. Are you on a laptop? iPad? It should be right there.
Take her finger and touch the screen so it'll show up. I mean, if she
Yeah,
tap the
if you like
screen,
just tap the screen, it should pop up. But if you can't figure it out, we'll move on until you can find the mic. Anybody else want to go?
You could double up if you want.
somebody's unmuted. Who is that? You want to introduce yourself?
Oh, they just went on mute. Who is iPhone?
Oh, I'll go. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I'm Sakima White.
Hi,
I couldn't hear
Sakima.
at first. Hey, how you doing? I'm not
How
at
you
home yet, so I'm
doing?
kind of listening. I'm still was driving. I'm good, thank you. I'm Sakima. I'm currently a star consultant. I reside in the Metro Atlanta area, in a town called McDonough in Henry County, Georgia. I have 2 daughters. One daughter's 19, my oldest. She's studying nursing. My youngest is 14. She'll be going to high school next year. I've been married for 25 years. I joined in March of last year. My friend was doing a party on Facebook and, had invited me to her group, and I ordered something like the products. And during that time we were having a joint special. So I was like, why not? So I gave it a try. I've been with a lot of different direct sales companies, but this time I said, I'm going to stick it out and just get this one a try and not, quit. I've done paparazzi, I've done prepaid legal, I've done Amway back in the day. So I've been involved with a few different, things before, but I definitely do really, really love Cincy. And, just want to keep at it.
Thank you, Sakima.
That's amazing.
Thank
I
you.
see how hard she worked. She really, really worked. She even came to our gathering that we had. So yeah, I see you. I see you, Sakima. And she's coming to SFR.
Yeah.
Woo, woo. Who else is coming to
Yay.
SFR? Anyone else in the group coming to SFR? You can either raise your hand or say me or in the chat. Don't matter, wherever you want to. You feel kind. Angela,
Angela,
yes,
yay.
ma'am. Woo, woo.
Leading
Oh,
some
hey
morning
Renee, I
events.
think you're good now. Oh, she just went back on mute.
Okay. Yeah, I had to go to settings and turn my microphone on. It's like way past my bedtime because 3 o'clock is early for me for my alarm clock. So whew, it sucks.
Well, we're glad you're here.
Yeah, I thought I'd get on for a little bit till my battery dies too, because I think I'm at like 10%. So I was not prepared. But I'm Renee. I've been with
Hi,
Scentsy.
Renee.
Hello. I think it'll be 3 years this fall. And really, I joined just because I had never heard of the company. I had helped a cousin out when she started joining, and I fell in love with the products when I received my products. So I hit the join button before I could talk myself out of it. I'm really good at doing that. So I do work full time. I'm a cafeteria manager at a middle school here in Tennessee. I was born and raised in Michigan and moved here for my husband's job in '09. So we started our life all over again then. I have 3 grown kids, all in their 20s, 2 grand dogs, no grandbabies. And then I have a little fur baby that's my 4th child. And so I've just recently signed on 2 people. Really wasn't planning on having a team at all, just joined to receive my products. But life kind of threw me a curveball. So now I'm slowly building a team.
That's awesome, Renee. Thank you. And thank you for being a part of our family.
I'm so glad she's here.
Thanks.
I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for her to start like
Trying to figure out
recruiting and
Zoom.
building. So I'm so excited for you because I see the motivation in you.
Thanks.
So I can't wait for you to spread that fire to others and share that blessing. I'm so excited.
Yeah. So now I'm trying to learn everything.
That's why we're here, girlfriend.
Yep. Ooh.
Who else have
All
we
right.
not heard from? We have a few left.
Yeah, there's 4, I think. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. We love you. We're all here.
I'm passing it off to Nicole. She's still on here. Oh, she got off. Never
I
mind.
was going to say, what's her name?
See who else is on here. Lynn is
Beth?
on here. Lynn
Yeah,
and
Lynn, Beth. I don't want to butcher it. Is it Aisha? That's a pretty name. The way it's spelled, I like that.
just hit
And
the
then who's
microphone, guys. Hit the
Who's listed
microphone.
as iPhone?
That would be me, Debbie Turner.
Hi,
I made it.
Debbie.
I'm late. Y'all doing okay?
How's it going? Debbie is like one of our poster your page queens, guys. When you see that, make sure you give her a shout out.
Thank you, Debbie. I try to make sure I do my part.
We appreciate you. So let us know. Just tell everybody a little bit about you.
Well, right now I'm in Mississippi. I'm actually from Alabama, but we travel. In the morning, we're heading to Louisiana for a permanent position for my husband. So we'll be in Louisiana, but our home is actually in Alabama. We're not 100% moving.
Just 99.
Just 99%, yes. I have 2 adult daughters, 4 grandkids, aging from 2 to 15. I have my little fur dog, fur baby. He is 9, and we just live a traveling life.
We all smell good.
We all smell good, and my husband said we all smell good.
Hey, Debbie, if you
Amazing.
don't mind me asking, are you originally from Alabama?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
I am. I am.
I like the way you say daughter because you say it a little differently. I was like, ooh, she got a little twang, little accent going on in there, but I'm not
That
sure
coun-
where it's from.
That's that country lingo. Yes.
Yeah, you said
Definitely.
daughter. Oh, it was almost like New York-ish a
Oh,
bit.
really?
Because they like to
That's what
say
you
like
call New York.
daughter, and that's how you said it. And I was like, oh, is she always lived in Alabama? Like,
Yes, 100%. South Alabama.
okay, nice.
Yes. Yes,
I'm
I'm near
originally
Mobile.
from Huntsville.
And that's above Birmingham, is that correct?
It is. Yeah, you're at the very bottom, and I'm at the very tip top.
Yes, yes. Yes, I met y'all and at World Tour this year.
Yes, ma'am.
Sure did.
We
Yes,
had
and
so
I'm
much fun.
I know, and I hate that I'm missing SFR this year, but maybe next year. I'm actually doing it virtually, so
Hey, well,
um,
that's better than nothing. You're still gonna get a
exactly.
whole lot out of that. So,
Exactly. That's I didn't want to miss it completely, so
right. You just got to claim it. Put it out there in the universe. I am going in 2024.
exactly.
And if I'm not mistaken, Debbie, do mom and dad come back next year?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, they will be.
I thought so.
We missed them.
If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'm referring to Heidi and Orville, our
Oh, yeah.
co-CEOs.
Yes, that'd be awesome.
They've been
I've
away.
never met them.
It's a treat. They are just the most down-to-earth, humble human beings I've ever met in my life. To know where they
Yes.
came from and where they are now, and to still have the same like mindset and outlook, it's incredible. They give me I'm in tears every time one of them talk.
I watched them on
Absolutely.
YouTube. I have watched them on YouTube several times. Yes, and I would love to meet them in person.
So Debbie, thank you for that intro. Anybody else that we missed? Well, don't want to leave anybody out. Okay. I guess nobody else wants to come forward. So the purpose of this, guys, is for us to be connected, because I've learned that in anything that you do, if you feel like there is a disconnect in the link, you don't feel like you're a part, if that makes sense. So back to 2020, we were all connected. So now we want to get that back. Because things have changed. So much is different now because people are moving about. People aren't in the house like they used to be. So people are moving around and things are different. So there's so many people who are in our organization, in our family, who have lost titles or struggling trying to get to the next level. So our goal is to do all we can to help you guys get that back, get your mojo back. Because I've heard a few things that I've heard is I've lost my passion. And a lot of that comes from people that they may have felt like they've lost, people interests change sometimes. And I gotta say, I don't know what that's like, to be honest, guys. When I hear people saying that, I guess I have a hard time connecting with that, but I try to understand. And the reason why I have such a hard time connecting with that is because since I've been with Cincy for 13 years, I've seen peaks and valleys. And anything that you do, that's the way the world is. It's always going to be like that and like this and like that, and like it's going to be wavy. It's never going to be straight. So we just have to learn to adjust to that and stay and hold on to your purpose and your why. Because when you hold on to your purpose and your why, it's going to keep you grounded. And our why's changed because I know when I started Scentsy, my why was to get the discounts because I didn't know anything about none of this stuff. But as things change and things evolve, my why changed. My why changed to okay, I need the money now. So, and each time it's always been about my family. And that keeps me grounded because it went from needing more income to needing to travel. Like Nancy said, I spent a lot of time in Albuquerque, New Mexico for 2 years. I had to fly there for 2 years back and forth because my son developed a brain tumor. So it took a lot of money to be flying back and forth to New Mexico to spend time out there, time and time again. So I had to change my why from before to like my why now is to take care of all of these expenses that I'm incurring. Then once I got him okay, then my why turned to my daughter as she tried to do all the things that she was doing. And then the why came from that to mama and my other parts, other family members. So it's always been my family. So the question I want to ask you guys is to keep you grounded, not just the why for whatever, not just your why, but for the love of what you do, for the love of the products. I find that the thing that I see the most happening is people leaving. And when you ask them, well, have you used this and have you used that? Have you used the laundry products? Have you? No, their answer would be no. Like you never had the time to fall in love with what you have. It makes it hard for you to share something that you have not used. If you haven't used it yourself, it's going to be hard for you to share it. So I would say ground yourself with your why and your purpose. Then from there, fall in love with your products. You'll find that your sales would go up. You'll find that your recruiting will go up. With just those things right there. I can't, guys, there are a lot of companies out there, and I have been exposed to many. When I say exposed to many, I'm talking about introduced to many. And I sit back and I am an observer. I observe many companies. I watch them, I ask questions. Even if I were not with Scentsy, guys, I know I'm partial to Scentsy, but there have been some companies out there that I wouldn't even consider going to because it's so hard. I can't imagine selling makeup. I can't imagine selling weight loss products. That's too hard. And I remember my sponsor, I told her, I said, look, if I join this business, I want to make sure it's not something hard. I don't want to be required to do certain things. So she said, oh no, it's going to be fun. You're going to love this. So that's what I see in Scentsy, guys. It's not one of those hardcore, you got to make somebody do something. You got to make them sign up for auto ships. You got to go out there and tell people, you know what, if you try this is the result you're going to get. I'm talking about weight loss now because people get upset when they don't get the results that they're looking for. People get upset when they're spending all this money on makeup, all the stuff. But Scentsy is something that everybody can use. Everybody, kids. I mean, we have blind consultants, guys. It's not gender specific. It's not age specific. None of that. So Scentsy covers everything. And we're just in a blessed situation where we can share something amazing with everybody. High quality products. People go crazy over this, guys. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And just recently, because I work a lot of events, go to events and you sell out. Isn't that crazy? Go to events and you're out selling everybody else that's there. That's what's happening with Scentsy. That is such a blessing, guys. I'm only saying all this to you guys so that you know that you're at the right place. And I've seen consultants bounce around and try things other places because they feel like Scentsy hasn't worked for them. But every time I see that happen is because they have not given it their all. Every time, it never fails. Give it all in one place. There's no way to make it work if you're divided. One place, be grounded to one place. And Scentsy is that and more. I don't even know how people can do multiple things because I'm like, there's not enough time for all the things that we have. I wouldn't even want to. So that's my take on it. Anybody else got any feedback? All
I just
questions.
want to piggyback off of you were saying earlier, this is our community. And I've been in a lot of different communities in my life, church, athletics, other extracurricular activities through school. And not once did I ever feel as welcomed as I do with Cincy. And these are men and women who never met me. They don't know anything about me. They don't know where I came from. They don't know a thing about my life, but they still accept me right then and there for whoever I am. And we want our Cincy family to be that community for you and for anybody else on your team or any future team members and family members that you recruit as well. Because it really, community is everything for me. It really is. And I reached out to my team today specifically about community and like trying to improve it and everything. So that's my focus for the next couple of weeks. But community is a huge deal for a lot of people. So, and this is, like Debbie said, this is the right place. When you meet people like Heidi and Orville who have come from little to nothing to now, have their own private jet, basically, but still are your mom and pop next door. Like you wouldn't know it unless you heard their story. And when there's people like that who still treat you as great as they do and not as a number and as a real human being, it's electrifying. It really is.
I echo that, Courtney. I do, because I said this, I remember Kirk said this before. Kirk said Kirk has been in corporate for a while and he's been around various situations where people on his job would have host events. And he said when he came to SFR the first time, he said, I've never seen anything put together so well like Cincy has put this thing together so well. And be right there amongst the people at the very top of the company. And you don't even know that until they tell you their name. You don't even know that I worked for State Farm for almost 40 years. To this day, I still have never met the president of State Farm. I don't know who these people are. I've seen their name written, but never met them. But with Cincy, you don't get that. You get that connection. I remember my first incentive trip in 2012. I messed up my reservation because I was going through so much with my son mentally. I didn't even want to go on a trip. He said, go, Mom, you need to go on a trip. So I messed my reservation up. I should have come back on that Saturday according to the plans for the trip with Cincy, but my reservation to fly out was not until Sunday. So when I saw everybody checking out, like everybody leaving Saturday, and and my flight's not leaving out to Sunday, I was starting to get concerned. So I reached out to the events team. They said, yeah, everybody's leaving on Saturday, except for the ones that extended their trip. Well, I didn't extend it. I didn't understand that. So they said, don't worry about it. We'll take care of it. So I ended up staying an extra day on this incentive trip and they fixed it for me. And I didn't pay any extra for it. And because I stayed an extra day, I had a chance to meet Heidi and Orville face to face for the first time in my life. I spent 2 hours with them, sat at a table, the two of them, the whole family, they had gone to church. They came back and I told them who I was. They heard my story when I told them about my son going through what he went through. They never forgot my name. From that point on, they always remember my name. And that particular year, I was nominated as Shining Star. Now, granted, I didn't know anybody at all that year. And I know that they're the ones that voted for me because I didn't even know anybody at that time. I look up and they said, can you come out here to Las Vegas early because we want you to take part in something? Like, me? How y'all? This was in 12. I had been with Cincy for like a couple of years. Like, I don't know anybody with Cincy for real. But they're the reason why I know that they're the reason why I was on that stage. It's unbelievable because these people think of you as if you are part of the family. And just like Courtney said, there's some other consultants here joining us. They're not in our group, but we all come together to help each other. Kim and Nancy, they're not part of Team Traveling Sense, but we all come together as one when it comes to helping one another. I don't know of any situation like that. Okay, who's next? Anybody else got any feedback, any testimonies they want to share?
I need to say something. I'm giving myself a pat on the back. I got a new team member today.
Woohoo! Congratulations.
Thank you.
Way to go, Debbie.
Thank you.
Kim, didn't you get a new
Oh,
recruit today?
Yes, I got, I'm working on 5 right now and, all within 30 minutes. And then my front line got 5. So we got 10 in less than 1 hour. So excited.
Oh my gosh.
That is crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah, you got to tell us what you did.
I just followed DPP's footsteps. That's all.
Incredible.
That is, but you know what, Kim, I exactly. If I think yesterday I just made a post, I just do things a lot of times just to see if stuff work. When I made that post yesterday and I got all those responses in my 15 minutes, I got 2 people now on hold who's going to be signed up tonight. But it's all about asking. And I think I saw Amanda, she's got a new team member. She's often coming out there saying, all you got to do is ask. The thing about recruiting is that you have to be consistent with this. It's not like a one and done. You got to be on it. You got to be in inboxes. You got to be making the posts. You got to be doing it on a regular basis. And I see Kim out there blowing it up all the time. So Kim also earned annual mentor, right?
Yes, ma'am. Annual mentor and annual sales.
That's amazing. I mean, so you don't have to be at any certain title to get this. Everybody has the same opportunity to earn annual sales and annual mentor. And the one thing I've learned about that, if you earn both, you're guaranteed to earn an incentive trip, not just earn it, but at the top level if you get both.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that is unreal. I mean, and you think it's not doable, but guys, it is. You just have to take, like Angela. So I know and that just beat Angela up that she didn't get it this time. And she is a hard worker. But one thing I've learned about annual sales and annual mentor, you got to pull your planner out. You need to write things down because it'll slip up on you. I remember not earning annual mentor 1 year and I could kick myself because I wasn't tracking it. If you're not tracking it, you could lose it. But if you're tracking it, you will get it. You
Yes.
track everything, write it down, set those goals. You can achieve it all.
I have this notebook and it goes everywhere I go, everywhere. And every new prospect, every new whatever goes in this book. And it's my Bible. And my customers even know this Bible goes everywhere with me. And it's my lifesaver. If you don't have one, get one.
Or something, some system that you need to have some type of system. Now my system is not as nice as Kimberly's. Let me show you guys mine. I just used the regular goal tracker. This is what I use. It's just a sheet of paper. It's just a sheet of paper goal tracker, but I do use a planner for my dates of my events. Now I do that. My goal is to fill my calendar up. My calendar is filled for the whole entire year. So you need to get your planner and start writing things down because if you don't fill your calendar up, it's going to make it hard for you to be able to achieve these other things.
Hey, Debbie, can you show that tracker again and maybe put it in front of you? Because
Sure,
with your
okay.
background,
Oh, shoot. You can't see it, can you? Oh, no.
I think it's because it's, I don't know. It's because
Okay.
you've got your fun little
My little
backdrop.
I don't even know how to take it off. Isn't that goofy? Oh my gosh. Okay, but this tracker is in Teen Travel and Sense, guys. All you have to do is search Goal Tracker. It's in there. So if you need to print it, you could print it. That's what I've been using for years.
Mine is on my office wall. So it's right there. I can never miss it.
Yes. Anybody got any questions or any concerns or anything, any struggles? If you have any type of struggles, let us know, because that's what we want to do. We want to help you overcome these things. Um, I know a lot of you going live. I know that seemed to be something that people just don't like to do. And I got to tell you guys, for many years, I did not go live. If you look at my YouTube channel, all the way, if you go to the very beginning of my YouTube channel, you will hear voiceovers. You will not see my face. I did not show my face for years. I didn't start showing my face until 16. I joined in 2009. But when I start showing my face, start doing the videos, that's when my business changed. So guys, don't fear that. A lot of times you don't do these things because you figure that, oh, they're gonna judge me, I'm gonna make a mistake. I heard somebody yesterday on a video training. She said she used to do these recordings, and she said every time she would do a recording, she kept deleting it. She said she would do 5 and 6 and up to 10 recordings at a time. And it was taking up so much time because every time she would look at the recording, she would always see something wrong. So guys, stop doing that. Stop being in your own way. Nobody's trying to look for perfection. It's all about you delivering your message, not about perfection. People don't even want to see you being perfect, because then it'll make it be boring, first of all. So go out there with your flaws and go out there and have fun. Mess up. I mess up all the time. I go back and I play it back like, why did I say that? Nobody cares. So, and make it short, in and out, in and out. But guys, get out of your own way, because as soon as you get out of your own way, that's when things will change in your business. I promise you it will, because I know I was one of you. If for those of you who are hiding behind the camera, if you haven't gone live, that used to be me. I used to not be this way, guys. I had to get out of my own way. You have to just do that. Just try it.
And also, too, a great way to get comfortable with that, guys, is just go live in your team page. You can put on there that, hey, I'm going to go live today. I just want to practice. I want you guys to give me your feedback, your ideas, because your Scentsy family, again, I come back to that word community. Like, we're here for you. We're here to support you. We're here to give you advice, inspiration. And if you aren't comfortable, going live in front of all of those crazy people on Facebook that you're friends with that maybe you don't even know, because we all have those, just go live on your team page or your director's team page or whoever's group page you're in. I'm sure they are all 100% okay with you doing that, so you can get comfortable and you can practice. It's just like muscle memory. Yeah.
Yes. Anything else going on, guys? This has been great. I mean, we're gonna do this, guys, every Tuesday at 8 o'clock, so that we can get to have some conversations about what's working, what's not working, just to get to know each other. This is gonna be amazing. It's gonna do nothing but help you guys.
I have a self shout out. I snagged a
Go, Courtney.
fundraiser today.
Go, Courtney. Go, Courtney. It's great.
I have been really hustling these fundraisers, trying to get teams around me and schools and whoever to do fundraisers. And so last week, I had 2 seniors in the county next to me who are going to play in the All-Star Tiki Bowl in Honolulu. And they have to come up with like $3,500, both boys each. And the woman who shared their story I don't know how she knows the boys. I think she said she worked at the school. But anyway, we sat down, and I mean, we were hustling and we were trying to figure out which boys had social media and who their parents were and the president of the football club. But we figured it out. So both boys now have their own shopping link online, and they are sharing the link. Nothing yet from it, but they have through, I think, the fall to raise money. So I told them we would keep it however we needed to. We would keep pushing as long as we needed to. And then today, I'm also an assistant coach for a middle school volleyball team. And we have our parent meeting next week, and the school approved for us to do a Cincy fundraiser. So we're going to be doing that too.
That's amazing. Congratulations on that. Oh my
Thank
gosh,
you.
because once you start those build, they build and build and build. And that's great because that helps you to build your PRV. And also, it also helps to get new team members.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations on
I'm
that.
going for annual sales and annual mentor, because annual mentor
Yes.
slipped up. It didn't happen, but I was like, okay, next year we're doubling it. We're doing both things because I want that pretty trophy.
Yes. And this is a great time. This is another reason why we're doing this now, because May 1st is since his new calendar starts a new calendar year. So you want to keep your focus on all the things, guys. Annual sales, don't look at that big number. Don't look at that 30,000. Don't look at that 14 new team member. Don't look at the big number. You want to take that and break it up into small numbers so you can make it be doable. And your goal should be 2,500 PRV per month in order to make that goal. You want to have an average of that. And that's going to take you doing parties, booking parties, working events. Parties don't have to be, you don't have to use the word party, guys, but you know what I'm talking about. Shopping links, keep open parties. Guys, do not, that's another thing. I'm glad we're talking about this. Don't close parties without a team member. And I know that's what Kimberly does all the time. Don't close parties without a team member, guys. Always, always keep those parties open.
Never, 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 never close it.
I always be on the lookout for somebody to take that kid. Now, I've heard people say, well, a lot of times, a lot of people don't do it because they don't understand it. Now, when we say don't close a party without a team member, we're not saying flip it. You don't flip it when you're the host. You keep the commissions, you keep the free and half off. You're just blessing somebody with that kid. But at the same time, you want to position them to earn it, kind of, sort of. You don't want to just give it to them to make without them doing things. So I even have a system in place. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just say, raise your hand and I'll share that with you. I have a system in place that I require people to do things before I gift them the kit, because I know I wanted to go and get my kids back from a few of these people. I know you get upset like they didn't do anything, they got my kit. It's because I didn't require anything from them. So now I require them to do certain things when I bless them with that kit, and it works so much better.
So I have a question. I have like 7 or 8 parties that's open, and I've had them open for quite some time now. So when it says that this party would be deleted in a certain time, even though I push the date out, it won't delete it, will it?
How long has it been? Over 90 days for those parties?
Yeah.
It's over 90 days. Okay. I've actually had a party open as long as 6 months, but you're chancing it at that time. You got to keep some activity going on other than just pushing the date out. You got to have activity going on. Orders got to be attaching, you got to be placing orders on those parties. You got to keep them active.
Okay.
Otherwise, you may take a chance of them purging. So you don't want to take a chance of them purging. So you need to hurry up and get some team members. So you need to, what I would do, I would probably message people. I would do that every day till you get those, because you don't want to purge them. You don't want them to purge. So I would probably message people and say, you know what, I got a free, you can say free in Messenger. I would use the word free in Messenger, say, look, oh, by the way, I've got a free spot available to bless somebody. Would you know anybody? I wouldn't say them. I would say, would you know anybody who would want to take a chance of accepting this blessing? Because it'll help somebody, make it long, make it short though. I mean, you can do the verb, if you don't know the exact verbiage, I'll give it to you. Because what I've learned is that the verbiage is key. You got to say the right things to get their attention. Sometimes you can say too much. Sometimes you can say not enough, but I got the perfect verbiage for you guys. If you're struggling with that, I got the perfect verbiage because the things, and I mix it up a little bit, but the reason why I say I got the perfect verbiage is because it works. It's been working for me. So, if something's working, you just kind of go with that. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, is what I'm trying to say. You don't have to struggle with that. We got you. We got you, boo boo.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm so proud of you. See, Angela heard it. She knows what to do. So, guys, keep those parties open. Be on the lookout to bless some lives, because Cincy has truly been a blessing to us. So never worry about being a burden to anybody. You're not, because you want to spread the joy. You want to spread the blessings, because it has been a blessing to us.
Hey, hey, this is Sakima again.
Hey, Sakima.
Hey, any tips on how to maybe kind of motivate your team? I think I have 13 or 14 on my team, and honestly, only one has been active consistently, or probably active at all, technically.
I would start with asking them their why. I would go to each one of them. I would message them and ask them, what is their Cincy why? You could say, I just want you to know that I'm here for you, but by the way, can you tell me why you joined Cincy? I would start there, because if they say, well, I joined Cincy because I need the income, okay, but you're not showing up. I mean, it could be that they join because they just want the discounts. So if they join just for the discounts, you can't worry a whole lot about them. And my response to that, because I get a whole lot of people not actively doing things. So once you go through asking them, and you're showing up every day and you're giving them all the things that they need, the solution is to keep recruiting, because we can't want it for them. We cannot want it for them. We can't motivate people. We can inspire them, but the motivation comes within. So that's how I look at it, because we just can't make them do certain things. You know that you've done everything in your power to be that leader. Do you have a chat for
Yes.
your team? You got a chat?
Yeah, I took your suggestion before and I did that. Yep.
Okay, they're not showing up in the chat.
Not everyone. Or you can
Okay.
see you can see who sees stuff, but a lot of people don't really participate as far as, commenting or saying anything.
Okay.
Can
So
I
that
share what helps
Mhm.
with me?
Uh-huh.
Sure.
What I've noticed is with my people and the adoptees that I've met throughout Cincy, is if you make a connection with someone and you build that relationship, just as if you were going to do it with your customer, mine tend to stay a little bit longer. Those tend to get on the quote meetings. I don't really do meetings. Like I said, I do power hours. And it's just them more so, I'll be packing orders. Another girl will be scheduling. Another girl will be sharing photos for us to use. But while we're all working, while we're all in that little cubicle space or whatever you want to call it, they're also talking about just random stuff in their life. They're able to vent, because a lot of these women, the ones that I came across, they don't really have anyone to talk to, or maybe they're around their kids 24/7, or their husbands for that matter. And so they really, really enjoy getting on. And if they miss it, sorry, my dogs are being crazy. They are addicted. When I say they are addicted to Power Hour, they are addicted. They fiend for it. They're constantly asking me, Kim, when can we connect? And when I say we're addicted, I literally will connect Power Hour at like 10 o'clock at night, and we will be on till, call me crazy, but we'll be on till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. We'll get on and we'll watch movies together, but we're working on Cincy at the same time. It's crazy. So if you have anyone that just feels like they're not a part of anything, or maybe they just need or want like a friend, send them to my group, because as soon as they get on one link, they're going to want more. But it's all
You're
about
right, Kim, about that. You're right.
relationship.
You're right about that, because we
They
used to be
don't care. I mean, Scentssy's great, don't get me wrong, but it's about the relationship because they can get Scentsy from anywhere, just like a customer can buy it from any of us. But once you build that relationship, whatever it might be, like I've helped women get off of drugs and pick up their kit. And that's why they keep coming back to Power Hour, because they have that connection. They feel safe. They feel secure.
Mhm.
I don't know what it is, but
Thank you so much, Kimberly, for sharing that, because you're so right about the relationship. Because I recall this is why we're doing this now, because we want to stay connected with one another. And I remember during the pandemic again, we actually, funny how you said that, we got on a call one night, and I think we got on about 7 or 8 that night. I can't remember what time, but anyway, we probably stayed on that Zoom for about 6 or 7 hours. Alicia was leading the Zoom at the time. We were on that all night long. And it didn't, the time went by so fast, we didn't even realize it had been that long. So
Okay.
you're right. It's those connections are right. So try to see if you can invite them to these weekly Zooms that we're on. I mean, these connections are everything. Kimberly, you hit that nail on the head. You're so right about that.
Yeah, one of the ladies is my daughter's, her daughter is my daughter's best friend. So we spend a lot of time together.
In that case,
Yeah.
you probably need to ask them their why,
hmm
what is your purpose? What is your why? What can I do to help you with that? Take it from there with that person. But, again, we have to keep recruiting also. Kimberly
Right.
is doing that. We got to keep asking new people, because you don't want to just be so discouraged. Like, I keep getting these people, they're not doing things. You have to keep recruiting,
yeah, we can't
because
Mhm.
lead what's that saying? Can't drag a horse to the water, or whatever that saying is.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
Some drink,
Yeah,
right.
you can't make them drink.
Mhm.
You can try to make them thirsty.
Yeah, and to piggyback off of both Debbie and Kim too, Sakima, I mean, you have to work with the willing, right? Just like that saying, we can't make somebody want something the same way we do. So when we're scrolling through social media and we see people and we're observing people, we're watching people, look for people with that same mindset. Look for people who are go-getters, are excuse busters, are people who will make it happen no matter what they have to do. Like, because back to giving out kits, like Debbie and I both, we saw something happening where people were just taking the kit and
Mhm.
ghosting us, not speaking to us, nothing, And so for me personally, I started being really picky about who I was gifting a kit to. Now, if somebody wanted to pay $59, $99 and sign up, hey, whatever, be my guest, because honestly, they probably want it more than somebody who just wants it for free, because they're actually putting investment into it
Right.
most of the time. But yeah, just you got to work with the willing, and recruit, because you're gonna have 5 people fall off at one time and bring one back. 5 people fall off, bring one back. So that's why it's important to recruit multiple people every single month if you can, because you're gonna have people fall off the horse every single month. They're gonna be too busy. They're gonna think that it's just too expensive. They're gonna think they can't sell anything. And I can guarantee you the people who say they can't sell nothing aren't sharing it and they aren't asking. Because
Right.
like Debbie said, we could sell this product to anybody. I mean, off the street, I could go up to somebody tomorrow and be like, hey, have you ever heard of Scentsy? They'll tell me yes or no, but I can guarantee you they're going to know about it before we leave that conversation. So you just got to keep bringing people in with that same mindset and who really want to do things. And in turn, those men and women are also going to do the same thing. So you just want to keep it going. It's a circle of life.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how to
Thank you.
say this, but like I just like to be honest too. Like I have 10 group wide falling off this month. Well, they're on the watch list to fall off. So my goal as a leader is to find 10 new sisters or brothers.
Take their place.
That's my goal, because I cannot stand it when my number and no one's a number, but like just the number on the report drop, because that's where you'll find yourself struggling later. You know, if you drop below, I think Debbie said the other day, you want to try to find 100.
Yeah, your front line, 100 front line wide, 100 wide.
Yes.
Right. And if you're a director, you need to always have over 100 in your group, because I find that there's a bigger struggle when you have less than 100 in your organization, if you're trying to keep your director numbers. How many, Kimberly, do you have in your downline?
Group wide,
Uh-huh.
we have 215, but I'll lose 10.
Oh,
but
that's amazing.
we just gained 10 tonight, so I'm
Oh,
sad.
that's amazing. That's why you pay that title. That was what I was leading to. That's why you have no trouble getting paid that title, because you got in order to, because you know that everybody's not going to be active. That's why you have to keep your numbers. Frontline, you definitely need to keep your frontline wide. You need to continue to do that, and then teach it. Teach those who you get to join, teach them to do the same thing. But you've got to have your organization grow wide, and then you need to grow deep in order to keep your numbers, your pay that title.
I just looked, I'm losing 8. If they don't get active, which we're working.
Yeah.
Some of them are working, but
And that's so normal to lose. That's why you got to keep recruiting, because you're going to lose people. That's just so normal.
yeah.
People
Oh,
come
yeah.
and they go. Sometimes they reinstate, but you can't rely. You got to work with the willing, as they all say. And that's what you do. I mean, people like my sponsor, for example. My sponsor, I rolled up so many times, guys. I mean, my sponsor who brought me into the business, she's now in my downline, because she had her husband passed away, so she went through some stuff. So she always said, you should have been my leader anyway. So she came back to Cincy and signed up with me, where her sponsor is not in the business anymore, and her sponsor is not in the business anymore. I'm almost Colette's frontline. I'm almost, because I've lost all of my people, my upline. So people come and they go. That's why you have to keep, and that's just so normal. That's why you have to keep recruiting.
Right. Yeah, my sponsor lost me. She was so upset.
Yeah,
Well,
I
she
think I've
obviously
rolled
didn't
up.
work it, have to work it to keep it.
Yeah, I've rolled up twice. My sponsor no longer is with Cincy. And then sponsor director after that wanted to step down just because of life. So that's how I got directly under Debbie.
Oh, okay.
Such
and
a
I'm
blessing.
okay with it. I mean, I've
Such a
always
blessing.
technically felt like I was directly under Debbie anyway, because she's always there. But anyways.
That's the way it should be. Yeah, we know, we all, and even with Courtney is my front line, but she's willing to help anybody in our group. So it doesn't even matter. Same thing with me. You guys will see this when we go to reunion. I didn't even realize this until I went to Utah last year. When I looked up and saw people forming lines to take pictures with me, I'm like, what in the world? But it goes to show you that when you start giving more than you take, you're gonna get that back. And I started making those YouTube videos, and those YouTube videos, people are using them everywhere, and people are coming up to me that I've never seen before, that I don't know. Because Kimberly, I don't know how we connected. I don't know how I met Kimberly. One day Kimberly just showed up in my inbox. She and Aaron, they just showed up in my inbox.
Well, I have a long story for that one, but pretty much I was alone and I just reached out to you.
Right. And she came on board. When she reached out to me, I mentored her, put her in the group, put her in chats, and shout her out just like she's mine. That's what we do sometimes, guys. I've mentored so many people like that. Isn't because there were people who mentored me. And I said, if I ever get to the point where I can give back, I'm going to do it. So even when we go to SFR, Kimberly is going to be in the room with us. That's just how we do it, guys. It goes back to what Courtney said. We, in this community, we try to reach out and help as many as we can because we get it back. And we do a great job, guys. Teen Traveling Sense, we do a great job because look at how many, Kathy, for example, Kathy has worked so much, so hard with that post to your page. I found Kathy in a networking group, guys. In a networking group. Went out there and I made a post about somebody want to join Cincy for $0. Kathy raised her hand and she was struggling trying to get orders. So she joined at a discount. Kathy started watching me use these post your page. She saw me doing it. And next thing you know, Kathy made a group that's called Post to Your Page. That group has over 13,000 followers, guys. Can you even believe this? Somebody in our group did this. She's the real Post to Your Page queen. And then we had people who came underneath her. Debbie came along and some other consultants start pitching in. So it takes a village. And Kathy is the one who set up this Zoom for us that'll hold up to 300 people from her job. She's not present because her job is pretty demanding, but she set this up for us to use. We're not timing out in 30 minutes on a free one. So we're just so blessed to have so many people in our group, guys, to pitch in and give back in so many ways. We are so blessed. We have the most amazing group, guys. And I love each and every one of you guys, whether you're on Teen Traveling Sense or not. Extended Cincy family in Teen Traveling Sense, adoptee. I love each and every one of you guys. We are so much better together.
Absolutely, 100%.
And we love you, Debbie.
Yeah, we
So-
do. The very first time I met Debbie, I literally ran and like jumped into her arms.
She did. She jumped in my arms like a baby.
I was so excited.
That was so fun, guys. I tell you now, you're going to see Courtney in all the videos where she's jumping up and down, all excited all the time, even since he captured her, because she just, you know what? It goes back to show you, we were at SFR last year. Courtney wasn't there because she was just having a baby. So she made this true connection with some other Cincy consultants who made a flat, they took her picture and they handed the picture around and we all took pictures with Courtney's, we took pictures with Courtney's picture.
It was my fat head.
Yeah.
That's what they call them, fat heads.
Yeah, we took pictures with Courtney's picture. And even in New York, one of Courtney's friends there in New York made a connection with Courtney, and she talked about how she does things for, I think she's Courtney's, is she your baby's godmother?
She is, yeah.
She was bragging about how she get the baby wipes every month. And she
She
talked
does.
about that.
Yeah.
Every month. She's gonna get the
She
baby
pays
some
for a
wipes.
monthly subscription, so we get wipes delivered to our door once a month, every month.
And this is a Cincy consultant, guys. She's not
Yeah.
on our team, but she was so determined to make sure Courtney was in every video, every picture, and everything. Like, that is everything.
And I actually met Chrissy the same summer at SFR that I met you. Chrissy and I originally met at the airport in Nashville. And then we just kind of went on our way, whatever. I was there with Danielle and our team and whatnot. And then I went to the state capitol in Austin. And for some reason, I thought laying in the middle of the floor under the dome and taking like a panorama picture would be cool. I was into this photography thing then. And Chrissy was actually sitting on the bench next to me. And she was like, "What in the world are you doing?" And then from then on, we've been bread and butter ever since. Like Debbie said, she's the godmother to my son. We travel a couple of times a year to visit one another. She lives in Maryland. I live in Tennessee. She's coming to my son's first birthday party in June. She was at our gender reveal. I can call her any time of day and she'll answer the phone. Same for her as well. And then we got to go to boot camp together where we met Miss Kimberly Nation over there. Miss
Yeah.
Kim. And so now we're all Cincy sisters, boot camp sisters, and yeah, it just goes back to that community. I'm telling you, that word is like inscribed in the definition of what Cincy is for me. Like
That's
there
so
are people
incredible.
I've
That
met
is
that will be
incredible.
lifelong friends. Yeah.
Everybody, I know
lifelong
the
friends.
people here on this call, I know that some of you are not director, but any of you inspire. I know Angela said she's inspired to become one. Anybody else? Because I tell you guys, that title, once you get there, of course, titles don't define you, but it will open up some gates for you. That's what it'll do for you. It'll open up some doors for you. You get to go to boot camp.
And
I'm telling you
leadership.
guys,
Oh my God, leadership is the bomb.
yes,
My
everybody
goal is
here.
to go to leadership and make Kim come with me.
Honey, I will go to boot camp and be your roomie and pay for boot camp and pay for leadership just to go.
I see somebody raise their hand and said that, yeah, director is in the plan. So I want, okay, this is May. For those of you who are saying that you want to reach that goal, I would encourage you guys to write it down. Write down that you want to become a director. And not only that, take it and post it somewhere. And I want you to post it and have a deadline on it. I don't want you to dangle it out there in the air like I'm gonna be a director someday. No, you have to claim it and have a deadline to attach to it. I made director, guys, in 90 days back in the day when it was tough. That's what we have so much now available at our fingertip now. So I want you guys to set a goal and a deadline. So, and you know, during this time of the year, I mean, during the fall time of the year is when a lot of promotions take place, but you got to start recruiting. You got to go ahead and have it written down somewhere that I'm going to recruit so many people per month. I'm going to have so much PRV per month, because if you have strong PRV, guys, you know what that means? That means you're talking to a lot of people. So start asking everybody, ask all your customers about the opportunity. Tell them how they can get the discount. Let them know the perks. Tell them the perks first, then lead into that conversation about them taking advantage of the joint opportunity. Anybody?
Oh yeah, I'm moving to the coast. It's still daylight.
This call has been amazing. This call has been amazing. See, we're on to something, guys. We on to
has been
something.
good.
I mean, it really has been good. Getting to know you guys. Oh, the dog is so cute.
So I wanted to say thank you to Debbie for introducing me to events, because I watched and learned how to set up at events, how to talk to people at events, how to approach at events, and how to recruit at events. And events are very important. And so now I'm really trying to teach my team to go out there and get those events, because I'm constantly looking for events. And I think they're very important to being able to recruit also.
Oh my gosh, Angela's a hustler at events now. I mean, that girl, oh my goodness, she come ready to work at events. I've seen her in rare form. And I don't know if you guys are local to, I don't know if you guys are nearby, but anytime I have an event, you guys are welcome to come. I mean, and these are larger ones that I work in. The things that you get to gain are the contacts. Guys, contacts are huge. Contacts are so valuable because it gives you a chance to follow up. There's nothing better than face-to-face interaction with people. cold contacts are very expensive, but yet not so effective. But if you can be out there in the public, handing out your samples, talking to people, doing demonstrations, just the training alone will bring you so much. If you had the opportunity to get out there, just like Angela said, Angela take advantage I remember having an event and I didn't have anybody to come to help me out. Angela came, she said, look, I'm just taking off work. I'm coming. I saw her in action. This lady is coming to work. She is not coming to play. She's coming to work because she's on a mission. So be on a mission, guys. And I noticed Courtney is taking on a lot of events too. I see her at events and her team members, they're pretty much got a lot of events locked down. And you know, from time to time, I'll get events and I'll put it out there, let you guys know that I had an event booked for this Saturday and I'm not gonna work it. And one of Angela's team members was a backup person. And I didn't know that she was on Angela's team. And she said, well, Angela told me to go out there and look for events. So Angela doing the thing. She's guiding and teaching them. This is a great thing. Anybody else got any feedback? It's almost 9:30. Oh my goodness, guys. We want to be respectful of your time, and we're just having a ball over here.
Well, I was about to hop back on and be like, I gotta go to bed.
I know. We know we got to close this out, guys. It has been so amazing. I mean, anybody else want to say something right quick before we close it out? Because we know it's almost 9:30.
Yeah, just thanks for those who did show up. We really appreciate you guys putting in the time just to invest in you. Even if we're not talking business 100%, you know, you're here and the consultant connection is really important. So we're glad that you showed up.
Thank you for starting it. It's been amazing. Even though I'm cooking while I'm listening, it's still been amazing. And I thank you.
Look, during 2020, when we were doing these, I was eating, I think, in every single Zoom call. Alicia would even mention, oh, Courtney's got her food again. She's got her dinner. She's always like
Yes.
messy bun and eaten, which I don't have enough hair now to have a bun. But yeah.
I love it. I do. I love this connection that we're starting to rebuild. I'm loving this, guys. I can't wait till next Tuesday. We're gonna keep this thing going because I find that we're gonna be able to bounce ideas around and just get to know each other and just be there for one another. And I think that's so much more important.
And I also want to say to Courtney that I just love her attitude towards everything, and it's not just about her team. She's always out there rooting everybody else on also. And so thank you, Courtney.
Thank you. Oh, don't make me cry.
Oh yeah, and Angela's an advocate for that because if you notice, Courtney, Angela's gonna shout everybody out. She's gonna congratulate everybody. That's a stickler
Yes,
for
she
her.
is.
She
Yes.
is, I mean, I think that's what we do. If you find yourself giving more, because you know, you accomplish something, you want somebody to shout you out. So I think it's a good idea for you to shout everybody else out because you want
Yep.
to be shouted out. You know, you want somebody to say, "Oh, congratulations to you." So yeah.
Yep.
I'm just so happy that you guys are here with us tonight. And we're gonna close it out and just love each and every one of you guys. Let's take a picture right quick.
Oh yeah.
Let's see
We
how to do
definitely
this. Let's
gotta
take
do
a
that.
picture. Let me go in here. Let me see how to do this. Okay, everybody pose. I'm gonna take a picture right quick. Got it. Okay. Okay. I cannot wait to see you guys next week. Can't wait to see you guys next week. Have an amazing rest of your week, guys. Let's get it going. Love each and every one of you guys.
Love you guys. Courtney out.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Tiger.